What up, my friends? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we have a BJ's Wholesale Club haul, and I'm gonna be sharing exactly how I use a lot of these groceries, so I give some ideas on meal planning in it as well. I also always put the prices up on the screen, so in case you're planning for your groceries, you'll kind of know a rough estimate. I am located in Jacksonville, Florida though, so market prices will obviously be different. And at the end of this video, as usual, my husband's gonna join and we're gonna taste test one of the items I picked up during this grocery haul. If you happen to be new here, hi, how are you? How's the family? Thank you so much for clicking on that thumbnail and giving me a chance. On this channel, I do a lot of grocery hauls and I specifically go to wholesale clubs quite a bit. So if you're interested in seeing what's new at BJ's, Costco, Sam's Club, or even Trader Joe's, I have a lot of that content on my channel. I do have a Costco trip coming up and this is the best time of year to shop at Costco. So if you end up enjoying the vibe while you're here, please feel free to subscribe so you don't miss that. It means the absolute world to me. All right, I'm not gonna hold you up any longer. Let's dive into the video. Be sure to stick around for the taste test at the end. Okay, my friends, we have a fun BJ's haul. I have some cool things in here that I'm gonna share with you. And we'll just start with the regular stuff though. Over here, we've got our produce. This is where I've been living. I love wholesale clubs because the produce prices are just phenomenal. I got some raspberries. I've been a berry girl every morning, and so raspberries have been my thing. I also recently started adding some blueberries into the mix. I have plenty of blackberries right now, otherwise you'd see those in here too because I've been obsessed with blackberries. I don't know why I never had them before in my life because now I love them. I grabbed these pre-bagged apples. Now I want to talk about this real quick because normally I just chop up my own apples and I soak them in honey water and that keeps them from browning for like 3 or 4 days. But this is actually going to be part of like a postpartum breakfast situation that I'm setting up. So I was just thinking to make it easier for them, I just put it in these because they can store it in the fridge and stuff like that. Over here, I got some gold kiwis. If you guys haven't tried gold kiwis, these are the elite kiwis, okay? Once you have the gold ones, you're not gonna want the green ones anymore. The gold is the best. I got 3 things of bananas. I think they're 3 pounds each or something like that. One is for that breakfast situation, and then the other 2 is for us. We go through bananas like crazy. Another thing we go through a lot are these cuties here. So, okay, we got that. I also am obsessed with avocados now. I've mentioned it a few times, but in case you're new here, I have spent 39 years on this earth, well, 38 and a half, I'd say, thinking I didn't like avocados, discovered I love them. So what I do is I have half an avocado with my breakfast and usually half an avocado with either my lunch or my dinner, mostly dinner. And that's been a vibe. So that's that. I also got a seedless watermelon. The color is a little sus, as the kids would say. It's pretty light, a little nervous because it's not really watermelon season anymore, but they've been having the mini watermelons. But today they actually had the big hunkin' one. So hopefully it's good. We'll see. I got some milk for the kids. We do the organic 2% for them. And then I also picked up some eggs. We got a 36 count. And let me tell you, I was impressed with the eggs pricing, okay? And it's been a couple years since I could say that, so that's exciting. Over here, we got something for our taste test, you guys. I got this buffalo style chicken dip. I don't know why, but I thought this was made with like Greek yogurt, but it's not. I went on here, it's made with like sour cream and cream cheese, but you know, everything in moderation. This is the information on that, but we're gonna give it a try, see what we think. I was thinking like even just a little bit spread on like a lettuce wrap or something would probably be a vibe. I got some Greek yogurt for John and I. We've been having Greek yogurt every morning. What I do is I grind up some chia seeds, put it in some almond milk, let it soak, and then afterwards add in Greek yogurt, and it makes like a chia Greek yogurt situation, and it's really good. And I add the berries over here into it. And then for John, I usually add like peanut butter. Sometimes in mine, I'll put almond butter, but I'm not like a huge peanut butter fan, so I don't need it. I got some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and this claims to be no antibiotics or whatever. I paid extra for probably marketing, but that's fine. For the kids, they love this yogurt. We get the plain whole milk for them. I had researched online and it said when they're younger, go with the just regular yogurt, but when you're an adult, you want to go with Greek. So just in case you needed to know that. Ground chicken. We use this for everything right now. I've been just pretty much just cooking it up. We usually split like half goes to making chicken nuggets for the kids. The other half goes to just like sauteing it in a pan with some onion and garlic, and then I have it to do lettuce wraps, salads, whatever. We were running low on ground cinnamon. We use that a lot for making waffles for the kids. We like to make like oatmeal waffles for them and sweet potato pancakes, and we always add cinnamon, so we go through it pretty quick. So let's talk a little bit more about the postpartum thingy that I'm doing. I think one of the things that I've noticed with postpartum is everybody is so helpful and they cover usually like lunch and dinner, but nobody really thinks about breakfast. So my friend just had a baby and I'm gonna set up a whole breakfast situation for her. So I got a couple bags of bagels because she could freeze these if she wanted to. And then I'm gonna like put a bunch of toppings and some breakfast sandwiches and fruits and stuff like that in the situation. I filmed the pieces that I was able to do without this, and I'm gonna finish filming it all going together, and that's going to be in like a video just specific for like meal trains. And you know, it doesn't have to be postpartum, but just anybody going through something. Maybe they're moving, maybe they're grieving, maybe they just are having a rough time. I like to give kind of like more creative ideas. And one time I did a sandwich platter for my neighbor because they were moving and they were like blown away by it, and I was like, it's just sandwiches. But I'll link the short that I made that in down below in case you want to check it out. I also grabbed some of these mixed nuts. We've been doing like the recommended daily amount of these throughout the day as a snack option with some cheese and stuff like that. So I'm just obsessed with this, and this is the unsalted roasted version. We tried these in a BJ's haul video actually, and we're completely blown away by how delicious they are. And I just can't even get over it. They're like tortilla chips, but they have cleaner ingredients and they have some extra nutrition in there and things like that. And they are gluten-free if you happen to be on that journey. So I don't know. We picked up another box because we like them so much. We also really like these wraps right here. They're like high fiber, stuff like that. John's been making wraps for lunches and stuff using those. We use just the regular one for the kids usually. So these are the flour tortillas in the soft taco size. We make them quesadillas a lot with some of like the ground chicken, or we do shredded chicken, a little bit of cheese, and I usually put some veggies in there too. Over here we've got some light brown sugar and some regular sugar. I've been staying away from sugar and salt a lot lately. I do bake every so often for other people or for the kids, and so I just ran out of both of these sugars at the same time, so needed to replenish that. All right, well, that is everything we grabbed at BJ's. Let's dive into the taste test. Okay, Taylor. We haven't done a shake in a while to start the video. New people are gonna be like, what's happening? Anyways, hi, friends. We're here with the taste test. This is a dip that I know is not just sold at BJ's. And I eye it all the time because I am a big fan of buffalo chicken. Guess who isn't? This guy. We basically just set these taste tests up to try things that John generally doesn't like. I'm so sorry about that. I do have a couple coming up though, because I'm like super behind, first of all. Sorry about that. Life has been lifing, so these hauls are like behind. But we do have a couple coming up that are favorites of John's. So that's exciting. Who's excited? This guy. And this girl. Because I genuinely, why can't I say that word? I genuinely enjoy my husband being happy. You know what I mean? I don't want to, I don't want to like give him stuff he doesn't like. But sometimes we gotta try out different things. Plus, I think it's good feedback because if he likes something that we thought he wasn't gonna like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's a good product. Yeah. Or maybe it's just an opportunity for John to try something new. Hey. And see. Because I've recently found that I like avocado and bell pepper and cilantro. I never used to like those things. So what's going on? I'm going to tell you right now, I know for a fact my mind's not changing about some of these upcoming things. So yeah, so this one we have the buffalo chicken. And then I also, in the next one, we have a coconut item that you guys voted you wanted him to try. Oh, here. So we're gonna try that out. But anyways, today we're doing the buffalo chicken dip. And this is from the Good Foods brand. I'm just gonna give you some information because people have asked for it. So a serving size is 2 tablespoons, which is 30 grams. And that's got 60 calories in it, 4.5 total fat, 2.5 of that is saturated fat if you're watching that. Sodium is 250, cholesterol is 20, 1 carb, 1 sugar, but no added sugar, and 3 grams of protein. So if you need something to toss you over the edge on your protein goals, if that's your journey, there you go. There's a bunch of stuff in it, okay? It's not like super clean, but the words are words, you know?
The words are wording.
The words are wording. Most of it is pretty clean. It does have that xanthan gum if you care. Some people ask these things, okay? So if you're like, why is she telling us about this? Some people ask. It says it's made with all white meat chicken. I don't know when I bought it. I thought it was like a Greek yogurt base, but it does have like sour cream, mayonnaise, and stuff like that in there, I think. Cream cheese, it says. Lots of different cheeses. So that's that. Anyways, so that's what we're trying out. We have these guys also purchased from BJ's a couple months ago now, and we've restocked a couple times. Sorry, I was just covering John's handsome face. But we have restocked a couple times on these because we like them so much, and we're gonna use those to dippy dip in the dip. We dip, you dip, you dip. You remember that song from like the 90s? When I dip, you dip, we dip. No? Okay.
You mean to say from the 1900s?
Yeah, from the late 1900s. Yesteryear, sir. There you go.
Oh, yeah, sweet.
Cheers.
Oh.
Okay, you give me the feedback. I'm interested.
Chip is a 10. Chip is great.
Chip is great. We already knew that, John. We already know those are your fave.
To be honest, I'm gonna be honest. Kind of caught me off a little guard. I mean, maybe I didn't have a huge
like
lob of it.
Yeah.
At first, it was pretty good. You could taste like the cream cheese and the cheesiness and all that.
Like the creaminess of
it.
it.
Right, you can have the creaminess. The back end of it with the buffalo.
Not your favorite. So,
but
it's not
horrible.
Yeah, the thing with John is he does not like buffalo sauce. Yeah. I think it's because it's like a vinegary sauce, and that's not his favorite. It's got like that different taste. You like regular hot sauce, right? Or no?
Sure. I don't know. Yeah.
He likes spice. We'll just go there.
I like spicy.
He likes actually like Asian style spicy. Like he likes like Japanese curry.
Ooh,
and
yeah, spicy curry. That's
so
jam.
That's
even
John's.
Indian curry. I like.
Yeah, Indian curry he also likes. But for me, buffalo is one of my top favorites. I think this dip is mild. There's not much of a kick to it. So if you're scared of buffalo, I don't think you'd have to worry.
Oh yeah, I didn't
you know what I mean? It's like
from like a kick aspect, I got no kick. I just got the buffalo flavor.
Right. It's very mild. It's like barely over black pepper level. So if you're looking for like something that would be like a crowd pleaser without like scaring your guests away because it's too spicy, this would be the one to go with. I also think, like John said at the beginning, like you taste the cream cheese, the creaminess before you get that buffalo taste, and then the buffalo taste is pretty mild. From a buffalo dip standpoint, it's not as good as like if you make like a homemade dip, you know, like those ones that people make in like crock pots and have on football
dips
Sundays.
Are just always so good.
They're always better. But I will say for store-bought, this is pretty good because I've gotten like the Publix version before. I've gotten other ones at other grocery stores and they've always been like meh. This one is actually pretty close to like a homemade one. So I'm personally going 8.5.
Wow.
For my score. Yep.
Okay. I'm actually gonna go like 6.
6? Which for someone who doesn't like buffalo, that's pretty good.
I could have it in moderation.
Yeah.
I couldn't have a lot of that.
I think what this would be good is if you wanted to make yourself like a wrap and like put it down like as if it's a condiment. You know what I mean? Like just because, I mean, who can only eat a couple tablespoons of a dip? Like...
But my thing is that would overpower and kill the wrap for me.
For you, but maybe
I feel like if it was on a wrap and that was the only thing to eat, I would eat it and be like, "It's not that bad."
Okay, yeah.
But like if I had a choice,
right? For me, I'd love to put like a wrap down or even like a lettuce wrap, and then put a little bit of that, just a little schmear, and then put some like rotisserie chicken on there.
You know, we've been talking about taking dips and turning them into spreads.
Yeah, we always want to do it because again, my thing is like if you have to have things in balance, right, and in moderation, when it tells you the serving size of something is 2 tablespoons, it basically has to be a spread.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you're not going to like just take like 2 tablespoons. I weighed it out is the equivalent of doing like 2 scoops of that. Because I was just curious. Like if you just took 2 chips and dipped it twice, that's the equivalent of 2 tablespoons. At least how much I put on my chip. You know what I mean? Maybe you get 3 or 4, but it's a small amount. So if you change it to a spread, put it on bread, put it on a wrap, put it on a lettuce wrap.
Like if you're taking these dips and you're using them as a spread, especially in like a wholesale club size.
Yes.
You're getting so much more bang for your buck.
Right.
Because you're enhancing not just like a chip and dip. You're enhancing
the
all your
whole
other,
meal.
Boom.
You know? Stick with us, you guys.
Bang.
Anyways, well, that is the feedback we're going to get over to corporate for this one. I hope we delivered whatever you needed when you clicked on that thumbnail. If we did, what do they got to do, John?
You gotta go down to the bottom. You gotta hit that subscribe.
Subscribe.
You gotta
reward us.
Thumbs up for the reward. And then if you really enjoyed us, and even if you didn't, just hit a little bell. Ding, ding, ding.
And it'll let you know when we're doing another one of these, okay?
Bang.
Because they're happening all the time. And videos should start coming back regularly, hopefully. But your girl.
There was some things.
So lower some expectations for me for the next couple months, okay? But I love you guys so much, and I love how much you support this channel. It really, truly means the world to us. I don't think I thank you guys enough. So thank you for being here. I hope you have a magical day. Bye.